I can't think.
Boom! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the MANxiety show. Mick Thomas here.
Corey Brooks.
How are you?
Good, my friend.
Yeah, man. It's been a minute again,
been a
as
minute.
always.
You had
As
shot-
always, which I do like. There's no pressure like other podcasts. Like, we gotta get it out. We gotta get it out now. The people are gonna stop.
Subscribe.
They're gonna forget about us. They're gonna move on to new people. Let them go.
Let them go.
Let them go. If
Those
you want
who
to
stick
go,
around, stick around.
that's it. If you don't find us entertaining, if we're not worth looking for, then that's it.
Yeah.
That's what happens. We're all right with that.
We try to put out the best content that we can, and those who stick around and like the content that we
Did
do.
you check our numbers on Spotify? Like the report that came
I
out?
haven't yet, and if I did, I probably don't want it to be public knowledge.
I got into the top, I think, the amount of hours I created
Right.
from the Cheaper Than Therapy podcast, which is
Okay.
mine. It said I am in the top 10% of comedy podcast that has created new content.
That's good. Wow.
That is very nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I was
buddy.
very happy with that stat. And also I found out I was for 2 months straight the number one comedy podcast in Kenya. So for my people out in Kenya, we should go to Kenya on a tour.
That would be great.
Right? We go from Utah. We got Austin coming up.
We're just doing shows with spears at our necks.
Yeah, that's it. I come back with that big lip thing, which I know is totally not racist, but it's totally, what's the word I'm looking for? Just assuming that there's
Heritage thing, right?
Is it xenophobe? Just assuming that's what they are. We're not going to do that. So
No.
But we have been, we took some time. We don't deliberately take time off. We call each other up when we're scheduled to do the show. And we go, yeah, I'm not about to do it. I'm fine. I'm all right. I don't need to do it.
Yeah.
I got family shit going on. Or whatever, I don't feel good. Had a long day, don't want to do it, and this is what we're end up with. We end up more relaxed,
Yeah, man.
stress free.
Family life. You know?
I have been. I've taken since I did the special in Florida. I kind of been taking a lot of time off because I've just been beating that hour to death.
Right.
So I did have shows this month, and I do have shows this month, but I have been just sitting at home getting fat, eating chocolate chip cookies,
As you should. Being
glass of milk, and watching Christmas
winter.
movies, and it's work you bastard, there you go. And I've been watching Christmas movies, and I just love this time of year for this reason.
For the Christmas. It's great. I mean, you can put on the
Yeah.
pounds without worrying about it, right?
Yeah, you have to.
Get into that Christmas spirit. I even catch myself watching Hallmark Christmas movies with her. And as stupid as they may be, that gets you into that spirit, right? That just fucking just want to be, I just want to be a stupid fucking person who doesn't have to think and just enjoy the time. And as stupid as the movie may be, these romantic fucking Christmas comedies that she likes to watch.
Yeah, I've never. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm trying to explain it in words. I just like to be dumbed down a little bit. You know what I mean? It's just like be joyful.
Junk food.
Junk
for the brain.
food. Thank you.
Junk
See,
food
that's
for the brain.
exactly, That's exactly.
I have never seen a Hallmark Christmas movie.
Really?
Yeah, I go searching. I go
I don't
searching.
think you can. I think you'd critique it way too much. You'd be like, this dog.
Yeah,
this dog shit.
because here's how many movies I'm in. I started with in the Sun, and someone else might come in and they might join, they might fuck off, next person will join.
Right.
But it's always me
Right.
on the couch with a revolving audience. Mostly my son every night. I make him
Yep.
get off that machine, get out here, hang out with your dad.
Yep.
And anyone else wants to join, come along, they can. The dog is there. And so far I have watched, I guess in order, I've watched The New Christmas Story, which I never saw the original Christmas Story. You tell any American that and they lose their shit.
Okay.
I have seen that movie because it plays on a loop,
Right.
right? But I've never sat down from credits to credits and watched it. But
It's
I
always
have
been
seen
background
the movie.
noise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have seen the movie. So I watched the new one, A Christmas Story Christmas. Really good.
Yeah, I started. I have to
Really
finish
good.
it, but it was good so far.
Right? I was waiting for them to, like, usually when they do those remakes, they bang out the same old jokes,
Right.
but just done by the grown-up versions of them.
Yeah.
You know? And in the woke world we live in now, I was waiting for them to do that fra-ra-ra-ra-ra one. They didn't do it. Spoiler alert. And then I went from there to 8-Bit Christmas.
Yep.
8-Bit Christmas is a great one.
Yep.
It's what's his name? What's that gay guy who's always pretend to be straight in the movies? Not pretending.
Neil Patrick
he's acting-
Harris.
Yeah. Great. He's a great actor. He's really great in it. And I've gone from that one, Christmas Vacation,
That's a
Home
great one.
Alone.
My number one movie, Home Alone.
Here's the thing about
Home Alone
but
2.
have you noticed any? You know what's all those movies have in common so far?
What?
They're all based in Chicago.
I didn't put that together.
They're all based in Chicago. I don't know why all the
Yeah.
best Christmas movies
Yeah, why is
are
that?
in Chicago. Maybe it's because
Somebody
they get
answer that?
snow.
Could it
They're
be?
guaranteed snow,
Snow.
all year round. Not like Minnesota's where it's like just fucking
Yeah.
too much snow. They're like they can't make a movie here. But they're all based in Chicago.
I wonder, is that a state that doesn't really have an accent?
Could be very neutral.
Right?
A lot of murders, though.
Yeah, but if
A
you
lot of murders
like
in
in New
Chicago.
York Christmas, like you couldn't do
Yeah.
Home Alone in New York. Hey, who left Tony home? Little Tony's left home.
You know what I like to do? I like to fuck with people. When someone goes like, Home Alone 2 is a great. I love Home Alone 2 because if you haven't seen it, it's about the greatest guy that ever lived, Donald Trump. And it's about him who helps his kid get to the lobby. And he's the star of the movie. But then it kind of did pass it over to the kid, but
Yeah.
really the star of that movie. Because I like fucking with people. I like upsetting people.
Here's the number one question everybody asks all the time. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie?
No.
No?
I don't think it is a Christmas movie. Well, here's the thing. Any movie that takes place around Christmas is a Christmas movie.
Right.
Remember Lethal Weapon? When I was a kid watching the first Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson, Danny Glover.
Yeah.
And that's around Christmas time too. And it opens up with this girl. First, in the 80s, you could see tits on television all the time. There was
Right.
always tits. Every movie, it was just gratuitous tits. And it starts off with Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock. And this hot girl on top of Miami.
Right.
A Miami skyscraper just like doing a line of coke and she just jumps off the balcony and smashes through a car. Like, what a waste of a pair of tits.
I haven't seen that movie in so long. I don't even.
I think any movie that takes place around Christmas is
You can
considered
call it
a Christmas movie.
Okay.
Fred Claus, another one.
I
Chicago.
like Fred Claus.
That's
good.
in Chicago.
Wow.
And
Really? They're all in Chicago?
we watched all those. So far, they're all in Chicago. Every last one of them.
So after thinking about this, you didn't bother to go find an answer for us?
No, I didn't. Because I only came up with the.
You can all go out there and Google it.
I only found out yesterday. That's why. I only not found out. The penny dropped.
That's very interesting.
And then I was like, I like, what I know is about watching Home Alone. When you go back and watch these old movies, you start to take them apart.
Right.
Like the guys from Home Alone would be dead. Like
Yeah.
they would.
Yeah, I mean, so it's all
Be
shit.
honest, like even when we fell on the micro
My
machine,
favorite scene is
he's like
where
he's dead.
Where he electrocutes himself
Yeah.
in the basement is my favorite scene.
Yeah, that's in the second one.
Yeah.
Or is it the first one too?
No, is it? I think it's.
I know he does in the second one. He's covered
the
in
second-
paint.
Yeah.
And they use that meme. I've seen the meme. Have you seen it?
Right.
Where it has his face and he's shaking.
Yeah.
And it says, after you've come, but she keeps on sucking. He's like,
That's
the
like my
one.
favorite scene. That movie never gets old to me. I mean, I can't watch it other than Christmas, but when it comes around, you're excited to watch it, and it's
yeah, but you're like everything that happened, like, he'd be dead. But what I did realize is after watching Home Alone 2 is that she is the worst mother
Yeah, she
on the planet. Like the worst mother. Right? I get look at they wrote that whole how they left him at home very well, like believable, like that's how he left him.
Right.
And it was at a time where airport security wasn't tight.
Right. But
you
it
could
takes
just carry a fucking bomb on, like, hey, listen, like, I get this. I remember when I came back, like this is how I know it's true. Like when I flew back to Ireland from Florida
okay.
on September 10th, 2001.
Well,
Right? And I walked onto that plane with 2 hatchets. Like onto the plane, our axes. I got them from medieval times as collectors, but they were
Really?
real,
And
like
you
they weren't sharp, but they were like serious metal.
Wow.
And I walked over the shoulder like Conan the Barbarian.
Right onto the
guy's like,
plane.
you got to put them in the overhead. Yeah, I got it. But like I could
Wow.
walk right onto the plane on September 10th, 2001.
God.
But so you're watching. So I get how Home Alone could have happened, but you watch this one, and so I'm watching Home Alone 2, and she's immediately going to Kevin like after he gets another argument with his family. She's like, do you want another repeat about what happened last year? Like, you rotten cunt. Like, this kid is not traumatized after nearly getting murdered.
Right.
He's left alone. I'm sure he's in he spent the whole year in therapy, and your dumb ass just goes, it's going to happen again. Like, what a fucking typical woman move. A typical woman move just to throw it back in his kid's face.
Yep.
You know, I remember saying like last night, I said some things on stage last
And
night.
the father was only pissed about all the money he spent, not that they left his kid in fucking New York.
Yeah, hanging out with a homeless scumbag, a homeless dirtbag.
Exactly.
And he goes on a date with her guess where he takes her to? On a date. Do you remember where he took her? She took him on a date.
To throw bread to the pigeons?
Yeah, but she's an Irish actress called Brenda Fricker.
Oh, of course you would know that.
Yeah, but do you remember where they went on the date? She took him?
The theater?
Yeah, but you know what theater it was? Probably one of the most famous theaters in the world.
In New York City?
Yeah.
The Beacon Theater? No.
Beacon's not one of the most famous.
Oh, I know where it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know where it is.
Carnegie Hall.
Oh, yes.
Where Mick Thomas will be performing in December 2023.
Yeah, that came out of nowhere. And I can't wait to be there.
I got the call on Friday for that one. Saturday on the way into the city. The guy called me up and like, hey man, listen, they're good friends of mine. The guys who are performing there and I'm working with them, they're just good buddies of mine. And they go, listen, we haven't had comedy here in a while. Would you like to do the honors? And you get damn fucking right it would.
Wow.
So and it's funny, and I watch Home Alone 2 and it comes on. I was like, oh, look at that, it's cool. But yeah, so it's those are the worst parents. But I was like, I think she's a worse mother than Casey Anthony. Yeah, the mother from Home Alone 2 is a worse mother than Casey Anthony.
Okay.
That's just the way I was like, yeah, she's a horrible person. She's a horrible person.
Bad?
Yeah, she's really bad. Like if you watch Home Alone 2 and like if you studied trauma and if you studied child abuse, like I have, unfortunately, you're like, that woman is a piece of shit. Like not the first one that happened. The first one's an accident, right? And it was done very well.
Happens twice, then
listen, I guarantee you, we've all done stuff with our babies that we won't openly tell people. Like the amount of times I've walked into a room with one of my babies, in my muscular arm, and fucking smacked her head off the door. Like, I cannot remember how many times. Just like the baby's, he's got to sleep. Honey, pass me just pass me the thing over here. I want to put the thing under his chin. So I get it myself. What happened? I don't know. He just woke up. Sweetheart.
It wasn't even,
And they do one of those cries where their mouth is just open, like, like, breathe, kid, breathe. I remember when
he's drooling more than normal.
I remember, he doesn't know his colors. I remember, the teacher called you up in school. You know what? He's got a problem with. He's good with all the shapes for triangles for some reason.
He can't walk through doorways anymore.
Yeah. But I remember when my son was a baby and I would carry him.
Yeah,
and like he would fucking scream constantly. So I put my big headphones on like these, and I play like AC/DC and just walk around the house, and I wouldn't have to hear him. But like if you look down and he's doing one of those cries, it looks like he's singing the song. It's like, wah! We're down the road! Where's hallelujah? He's like, shit, there you go, little man. There you go. I know. It's tough. I know. It's like, yeah. Fucking just watch your kid go. It's like,
yep.
Hey. There you go.
I remember when he was like, it had to be 6 months, and I fell down the stairs with him. But
the reason I'm laughing
I saved him though.
I know the kid. Like the kid's awesome.
No,
he's fine.
Yeah, he's fine. But no, because nothing happened. It all happened to me.
You dropped him?
No, I didn't drop him. I held on to him, but I didn't have the treads on the stairs. So I was going off the top step. Fucking like all fucking down. I had like the first 2 layers of my fucking armor like ripped off down here. He was fine, but I was so fucking traumatized. It's just like your instincts kick in to like save the fucking baby. And I'm like, oh, there's and he was fine, and I'm like crying when we get up.
Man, I'm telling you right now, there's so many people listening to this show who are parents that will never admit to something that they've like. I remember I let my daughter roll off.
Times my mother's closed my fingers in the door when I was younger. Like, what that shit happened?
Well, you just close the door and then you get mad at them. Yep. Why'd you put your fucking hand there for?
Anytime you go to lift them up and put them in the car seat, they whack the head on the top of the fucking roof by accident.
You slam the door and you, what the fuck was that for? And then you're like praying that when you open the door, the fingers are still there, but you're still mad at him.
I told you to keep your fingers away from. You know,
I used to fucking. I tell you, man. I remember my daughter just rolled off the bed, and you know that noise like a baby's head makes. Like it's the most distinct sound when a baby's head hits the ground. There's no. It's just on the screen. You can't recreate that in a movie.
Yeah,
you just can't create that thud. You know, it's the type of thud that makes you go, "My kid is going to be 35." Just the most. she will ever accomplish is getting the mail in her bathrobe at 35 years of she's going to build a birdhouse. Look, Dad, I built a birdhouse. Yeah, look at that. You didn't leave any holes in it, but yeah, good for you. Good for you.
With the bird in it.
Yeah, the bird's What's that noise inside me? It's the bird. That's the bird. Like, oh shit. How about can we give him a breathing hole there? No, that's the bird. Like, I fucking broke my kid. I broke my kid. She was on track to being a. Dude, I kind of want to tell a story, but I kind of want to make sure it doesn't come across insensitive. But so I'm at this place. I'm a bit of I don't like talking about the stuff I do, right? So you know the things like I like to do to help people out, right? So I go into this place, I do a bit of volunteer, and I go to this place where there's sometimes like mentally disabled people,
okay,
right? And I work on some stuff there based on the training and stuff that I had,
right?
And so there's one bathroom there, right?
Yeah.
2 bathrooms there, and one is always clogged up with shit. To the point where I don't know how these guys are taking their shit. And you know what people I'm talking about, but I'm not making fun of them. I'm trying to please, not that I say please, I don't give a shit what you think of me, because I'm telling you my honest intent is not making fun of them. It's the situation I was in.
Yep.
So they just must have taken massive shits.
Okay.
And they just I don't know how they're wiping. They must just put toilet roll around like it's a boxing glove.
Right.
Wipe once, drop it in. So every time they have an out of order sign on, now I was on my phone walking in, I saw the out of order sign on the door and I pushed it open.
Right.
And I was just thinking, out of order, I'll leave it alone. I don't need to go in. But I walked in on it and the water was just level with the top. Oh. Just shit to the top. I'm like, fuck. So now I go to the bathroom in the end of the hall where there's a secretary sitting outside. Right. And so she's here. The toilet door is there. So now if I want to go take a shit, which I didn't, but now she's like 2 feet away from me. She's like, hi, there's nobody in there. like, what? So I go there. She's not there at the desk. So I go up there and there's a guy and he's one of them, right? He's one of the guys there.
Yeah.
And he's like one of the patients or whatever you call him. And he's lying down like this.
Right.
On the secretary's desk.
Okay.
And I go, hey man, how you doing today?
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yep. I'm good today. Like, that's great.
Right.
I go, I'm going to go. And he goes, there's nobody in there. I go, oh, there's not? He goes, no, nobody in there. I go, all right, man, thanks. You have a great day. You have a great day, buddy.
Yeah.
And I open the door. Guy standing there with his fucking pants down by his ankles. Biggest fucking dick I've ever seen. And the guy just looks at me like, I'm like, what the fuck, man? I walk out and I go, what were you doing, man? Because you said there was no, like, I'm arguing with this guy like he was, and again, I'm not making fun of him. Like, I'm mad at myself because I was trying to have a logical conversation with this guy. I'm like, what are you doing, man? You just said there was no one in there. I walk in and this guy's in there, like a massive one, like massive guy, just fucking pants on my ankles and he's just looking at me like he's going to put my fucking head through the drywall. I'm like, what are you going to do, man? The fuck? You got to give me a heads up, man. It's the code. It's the code, man. And he's just like looking at me. Like, I don't know what he did in the toilet. If he takes a piss like a 4-year-old where he puts his pants all the way down and has a piss, or if he was just done taking his shit and I startled him.
If they were playing a joke on you and you didn't know.
Dude, if that's a great genius, imagine, you know what they say, like some autistic people or whatever, people with mental disabilities, like have a weird gift. Like, imagine that was his gift, just the gift of the best comedy ever. He's the best prankster ever. That's it. Like, he can't put a sentence together, but this guy's just fucking...
So good that he never tells you it's a joke. Yeah. You know, it's just between them. That's it.
He just wakes up in the middle of the
night. Doesn't make you sign a release form. He's got his own YouTube channel. Oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah, so that was... I don't know how we got there. What brought us to there? Oh, the kids
falling off the bed.
Yeah. Kids falling off the bed. Yeah, so that was...
I did to change subject here, but I did think of a couple would you rather's for you.
Yeah, do you want to do a few?
Tell me.
Okay, we'll do. I'm okay.
And then and then we can move on. But I did grab a couple here. So
the people do like them though.
They do. People do like them. It's good for the
I've had some people reach out to me and they go, like, if I've asked you questions, and they go, oh, I don't know, what would you and I go, I always answer too.
Yeah,
and
you
do.
Like,
I think they're so caught up in laughing at your answers.
Probably.
So they don't, but yeah, some people do message me. They do like them.
So, all right, ready?
Go on.
Would you rather give 5 blowjobs per day to your father-in-law or have anal sex once every couple of months with your mother?
Wait. So I'm assuming I'm banging me man in the arse.
No, you're not banging your man in the ass.
I'm banging me ma.
You're banging your ma, yeah.
Mother.
Every couple of months, or give 5 blowjobs per day to your father-in-law. How much do you hate me right now?
No, it's not that it just really is a lose. Like that's one of the ones where normally I have an answer and it's disturbing to people how quick I come up with it, but like I have my own logic to it. I go, yeah, obviously, because I know the game. I have to pick one, so it's not like I was excitedly oh yes, I get to blow somebody, and I dove right into that answer. But this one's
because I added. He
lives in Florida though. Does that mean I got to travel into Florida every? All right,
every day.
I got to move to Florida. The commute's killing. Come on, man. Can we hurry up? And he's an old man. Do you know how long it would take him to finish 5 times? Right, shag me man the arse. I bang me man the arse. Because I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm a healthy man and I can probably go 3 times, 4 times a day.
Really?
If I tried. Like if I put the work in, I would. And this is an old man. You want me to just do it 5 times a day?
I can't.
Nah,
I can't answer that because my father-in-law's passed away. So
forget it. Well, let's say he's alive.
So
what are you
let's
doing?
see. Yeah.
Or how about this? You blow him once and his corpse comes back.
I would do that for her.
Would you?
Yeah, I'd do it for
an
her.
old rotten meat.
Do it. Yes.
Okay.
I would do it for her.
That's one
And
thing.
then I never want to hear anything ever again. That I do nothing ever again. You do nothing for me. I don't ever fucking tell me.
But not
I don't have to
the
do
best.
anything the rest of my life.
They're never
ever.
happy.
They're never happy.
And you blew her dad back to life. You brought him back like Lazarus. Like Lazarus. Imagine that was in the Bible. That's how Jesus brought them all back.
Well, he's not staying with us.
I don't get weird looks from him every day.
Imagine. I tried.
Oh, fucking hell. So, okay, you skipped because you don't, your father-in-law has passed
we kind of just answered.
But yeah, I'd have to ride me man the arse.
Okay, here's the next one.
Go on.
Would you rather dive into a pool of semen or blood?
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
It is.
No.
It is. Semen is a form of blood.
It's not the same thing.
It just, I remember reading that somewhere. I remember a kickboxing friend of mine back in the day said that he would, whenever he's having sex or whatever, or having a wank, he would cum blood.
Well, that just sounds like a health issue.
Right? So, yeah, he was. So he went to the doctor, and the doctor said that all semen is blood, but there's a gland that changes its color.
Yeah, but if you know the blood's got like a metallic.
A coppery taste, yeah.
I couldn't even...
Like rusty coins.
I have a thing.
You brought it up, you dickhead. Yeah, it tastes like rusty coins.
What's the...
Blood tastes like rusty coins. And then
the milky heaviness of...
And then cum tastes like bleach.
I can't even talk about
Salty bleach.
I can't believe I asked that question.
And who's cum
an
and blood
Olympic
is it?
diving size team pool.
I would
You walk
say
in there and it's just all fucking sticky white. It's just milky.
I would say blood because I'd probably sink to the bottom and I couldn't paddle through cum.
100%. Yes,
You can't
100%,
paddle through cum. At least blood is more liquidy.
And then if you look on the edge and it's just all these old or fat, disgusting, just fucking men just constantly jerking off in the pool.
Like it's a Greek fountain.
The Greek fountain.
Like the water.
All the neighborhood guys just coming.
Yeah, no, I would go with the blood. It's just easier to
gotta-
maneuver through. I would drown in the... And I don't want to be the
Probably
guy
a
who...
lot of shit for saying fat and old, but whatever.
That's what happens when you get old.
I'm fat, so I can say what I want to say. Yeah, I would say blood too.
Yeah, definitely go with blood.
I would have to say blood.
It's an easy answer.
Yep. So I got a couple. To get a little easier for you here. All right. Would you rather accidentally text a nude picture of yourself to your parents, or accidentally butt dial them during sex and then they have to listen to the whole thing?
What's the picture?
The picture would. All right. I guess it would be a picture of you masturbating. A selfie of you masturbating. While doing a kissy face and holding your dick.
Who does that?
Exactly.
Who does that?
No one.
So what my options? Oh, butt dial them during sex.
And they have to hear the whole thing.
I would say butt dial during sex.
Just let them listen to it.
Yeah, because they know I have sex.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a healthy man. Well, my dad doesn't. He's dead. But my man knows I'm a healthy man, right?
So I guess you don't say anything or do anything crazy during that would throw them off.
Well, I don't. You know, I'd probably do that though. I'd probably just let them butt dial because I think they would have the common sense to hang up. My mother, if she saw that picture, she'd be scared. Like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She just see me holding me knob and you know, she'd be traumatized. What about you? What would you do?
I'd probably pick the same thing because it's different. Like, yeah, you see your kid when they're younger, fucking, you know, he's going through it. He's like 5. He's like curious about it. So, but when they're 5
Curious
years old,
about what? What's he curious about?
his penis, you know? So when they're 5 years old and they're going around like, ma, you know, it's different than if you're 34 years old and you're like, look, ma.
I remember my first, because you get boners as a kid, but I remember my first boner that was like, because as a kid, you'll just rub it, like just sit there from a comfort thing, right?
Yeah.
You sit there with your hands in your pants as a child, not like to feel good, not like that, just as a comfort thing, and your dick will get hard as a kid. But I remember watching the first time my dick got hard for a reason is I was 8 and I was aware of it, and I was watching Wonder Woman, the old like Linda Carter one.
Yeah.
And I just had to go upstairs to the bathroom. And then I remember all I could hear my mom when she came back, she could hear her yell from upstairs in the bathroom. She goes, "Who pissed all over the seat?" And I just go, it was hard and it wouldn't go down. Like, so I basically like used my dick like a fire hose and
That's the
destroy
worst
it.
in the morning. We got to go in like a 45-degree angle, you know, and like press it down the fucking.
I've been, and this is not embarrassing to
When you gotta
say,
pee.
I've been doing it. I've been pissing sitting down now.
Really?
Yeah, and it's really good. Those women are onto something.
It's
really good. It's really good, but you can't do that when you got a boner, because then what happens
You
is
touch your water.
whose boner goes down.
When you press it down, you got to hold it down.
No. But now if I sat down on the toilet with a boner and try to push it in, it rubs off the toilet,
Oh.
off the edge of the toilet. That's like 4 family members of piss and shit and vomit, depending on the day.
You get in the hole,
And then you just like you know that
urinary
lip,
tract
you know that
infection.
lip under the toilet
Yeah.
that you hang your toilet freshener under.
Yeah.
So your dick scrapes on that, like, because it just gets.
I can't do that because the dogs looked at the fucking toilet when almost got poisoned.
You don't have to touch the water though.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, so yeah, I don't.
Yeah, I guess everybody's onto that thing now. I guess now with the times, men are sitting more.
Yeah, because I'm usually up, but the reason why I do it, like during the day, I don't do it, right?
Just at
But
night.
usually, I get up at 4 a.m, I go to the gym, right? So when I get up at 4, I want to try to get as much rest as I can possibly get. Having a piss, sit down, Mick. You
That's what
still
Jim
have-
Jeffries said, right?
What?
That's in the middle of the night. That's when you sit down and have a
I think
piss.
every man just goes sits down and has it in the middle of the night. But I never bring my phone because then I'll never get up.
I just turn the lights on. She hates it.
No, I don't do that. I'm considerate.
All right. Would you rather have someone finger you in the ass immediately after they've eaten spicy buffalo wings, or accidentally get part of your skin on your penis torn off because it got stuck on someone's braces?
Not again.
So after eating the spiciest,
Well,
spiciest buffalo wings, they finger you in the ass with the sauce still on there.
Can we say in this scenario that it is a female?
Yes, you can. It could be a female.
All right, so then I'll go with the spicy buffalo sauce.
Would you?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that would probably feel worse. I mean, better than
You know, it'd be fine.
skin ripped off. from
Yeah,
your
it's
dick and
fine.
Braces.
And it's very sensitive.
Never gotten blown by any girl in braces. Never.
Well, you're not into
I've had a
8-year-olds. It's not your thing. You know what I mean? I'm just saying.
It's all-
You go to your bachelor party. It's like, hey man, we got that thing you said about braces, dude. I don't want to be part of this. Let me go home.
You were 16, girls didn't have braces. Braces when you were 16. Some did.
So what are you gonna do? You going to the arse too?
I'm gonna go with the ass too. Yeah,
All right.
I am. Fuck that. Getting you. Yeah, no. You ever get caught in the zipper?
Yes.
Oh, it's the worst fucking.
Yes.
You know,
It's terrible.
lucky if you. Oh yeah. I can't describe that. Maybe childbirth.
I got mine. No, I don't give them that much credit.
It's fucking terrible.
It's designed to open.
Yeah.
Stop. You know what I mean? It's not like the baby comes out your eyes.
Yeah. I guess
You know
it's
what I
like if
mean?
they got their clit caught in the zipper.
The
right?
vagina opens up like that and then still goes back to be as tight as a
I
clam.
wonder if women out there have ever done that. Like zip the lip.
Oh, caught a lip in the zip?
Yeah.
Right. Let us know, ladies, if you ever got a lip in a zip.
You ever got a lip in a zip?
That's a new song. Got a lip in a zip. Oh, baby, did you get your lip in a zip? She wouldn't come to the door when I called her. She got her lip in a zip. That's
terrible.
new number 1 this Christmas. All you people out there, it's Corey and Mick, the Lip in a Zip.
101.7. Lip in a Zip.
Girls. Girl, things ain't the same like they used to be.
Used to get my dick caught in a zipper. She came over.
Now you know what it feels like. That's why I wear trackies. Tracky bottoms.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I got my dick caught in a flashlight.
Not a flashlight, a flashlight.
Flashlight, not a flashlight. Yeah, a torch, a regular like kind of like one you attach to your
in the battery compartment.
No, you attach it to your bicycle.
Okay.
Right? You have to understand again, like old bikes, and they had just like, you had a dynamo. You know what a dynamo was?
Yeah, dynamo bike?
No, a dynamo light.
No.
I don't know if you're too young to remember that. What you would do is you would have a light. No, I remember it was in The Simpsons. And you would put the back of it on.
Okay.
And when you pedaled, it would generate the power for the light.
Okay.
So I know you have them over because I saw it once in The Simpsons. They're called dynamos, dynamo light, right? So the dynamo is the company that invented this thing, and it's the thing makes so it was a dynamo flashlight, and it was broken, and it would, like what happened was it was dropped and it was cracked, and you get to open it, snapshot, and you open because you're a kid, you want to see what's inside,
right?
It was my turn to get in the bath. My brother was getting out of the bath, and this is the time where like my older brother would get his own bath, and then my mother's way of thinking was, well, there's still the water's still hot,
right? So you
jump in the same water and take him with you. My younger brother, so we're two smaller ones, and my brother's older. So we're just waiting. We're standing there in the nip, waiting to get into the bathtub, and I opened the flashlight, and I fucking just had it right by my dick, and it just closed on it, and I just ran around the house, and my mother was like. I'm running like Benny Hill, and my mother's trying to grab me to get it off. And I'm just like, just
like an alligator. Or something.
Yeah, just running with a fucking. I remember it was a red one. It was a red torch just snapped onto my dick like it was a crab in a fucking Looney Tunes cartoon. It's like, I was like, Yeah,
fucking terrible.
Around the house with a flashlight stuck to me dick.
I got one more here.
Go on.
All right. Would you rather have someone try to finish in your mouth, but they accidentally pee, or go down, or go down on someone and get toilet paper remnants in your mouth because they didn't clean properly?
See, now the two scenarios are different, right? So the first one,
Two scenarios, yeah. So it's
first one is a man, unless it's a Mrs. a woman, and she's gonna piss.
I'm gonna make them both a misses, because if I say it's a man, it's gonna be easier for you to pick.
Yeah.
So if I say it's a miss, I accidentally pisses.
I'll say the urine.
The urine.
Yeah, I'll say that because it's sterile. I would pick that over toilet roll. Grossing me out. I don't know how long that toilet roll's been there.
The piece of toilet paper remnants.
Yeah, I don't know what was wiped up, what it was lapping. It could have been fine. It could have just been drying off.
Yeah,
ladies might give it a dab to be polite and a little bit broke off. I'm gonna just go. I'll take my chances with the piss, Your Honor.
I remember. I remember hooking up with one girl once. We were. Oh God. Doing a doggy position, right? And
doggy style.
Doggy style, yeah. I'm trying to make this sound like as fucking PG as I can.
So many dog positions.
But there was a fucking piece of toilet paper hanging by her ass.
Whenever you walked in, see your dog like lying down as a female dog on top, rubbing her 6 tits. Yeah, you like that? You like that? She's trying to twist all her nipples like she's spinning plates at a circus. Yeah, you like that, don't you, Rex?
No.
Doggy style is only one.
Style,
we know what it is. Doing one of those dog positions that we can't choose from.
Doggy style, yes. And she had a 3-inch piece of toilet paper stuck by her butthole.
What?
It just kind of threw me off. After that, I couldn't. She was hot, but I couldn't.
Not anymore. What did you do? Did you just take it off and go?
No, I left it there. Just close it back up.
Close it back. How big was her arse?
Some big ass.
I just close it up like it's a cabinet.
She's doing something. I give my whole.
Like it's a cabinet. You open it and you're like, all right, honey, have you honey, where's my screwdriver? It's not in there. You fucking animal. That's fucking great.
Yeah, I just kept going, but I didn't want to look at it anymore. So you just, instead of spreading the cheese, I just kept them close together.
Or pretend it was a puppet. Hello, Corey. I've got something stuck in my teeth. Do you have a mint? That's Ace Ventura.
Yes.
I want to be caught for stealing.
God.
I was so this weekend I'm starting new material from scratch again. So which is the best. It's the funniest part of the process, but the ego takes a shot because you're not going out in front of a sold out crowd
right.
and fucking killing them, right? So now you're just doing all right. You're just getting like, all right, that's a funny joke. You're not. You doesn't have. So I was doing this whole chunk on Casey Anthony, and they don't like the audience did not like it at all because she's back in the news now, right?
Right.
She has a documentary coming out on Peacock, I think it is.
Okay.
And everybody's like, I'm not going to watch it. You're going to watch it.
Is it her documentary that she's made? Or
Peacock,
made it about her?
no, it's her. She's doing it, and she's trying to. I haven't watched it yet. I might try to look it up when I go home. I don't have Peacock, but I have ways of streaming it, and I might go up and look at it. So where she is trying to blame the dad for the murder,
really,
of the kid. Yeah, of the kid. So
this is going to be interesting.
It is.
He never came up during the trial. The father.
Oh no, he prosecuted. Well, it doesn't work like that.
Okay.
It doesn't work like that. It doesn't like you see in a movie,
right.
All of a sudden, like you're on trial for murder and goes, it wasn't me, it was him. And the whole court goes, get that man in handcuffs. You're free to go.
Like, but I know like if they were looking into him at all, during it. Like,
I don't know. But I
didn't follow the whole thing. So
I remember following it as it happened. Like I watched the court case where I was working, but I don't remember the follow-ups of it. But I remember saying something like, it's like, I go, you know what? If you want to start a fight this holiday season at your family's house, just try this one sentence. She was found innocent by a court of law. I don't understand why people keep harassing her, dude. I said that last night on stage, and everyone was like, "What?" And then I went hashtag Casey Anthony. Oh boy, if they could throw stuff, they would have. Like, right? And then I was trying to say, which is an actual fact, right? So she goes into places,
right?
And now this joke died, and it is not. I think it's funny because it's evil, and I don't mean it, but it was like I said. I don't even think it was funny now that I think about it. But I didn't even write it. I just was going. I was on a riff, and that's the problem. And my brain just decided to say something,
right?
That my mouth didn't want to, but it did anyway. And I was just saying, like, because people, what people are doing is they're going up and they're throwing drinks in her face, like when she's on the street. She go into a Starbucks, and they're like, nope. I don't want to serve you. Some girl's like, I'm not serving you. Yeah. You go to like an Applebee's and they're like, no, we're not serving you. So what she's doing is she's going back because she's an innocent, I'm doing air quotes for those just listening. Yep. She's an innocent woman by a court of law. Right. So what you're doing is she's suing all these people. Right. So she's making millions of dollars for suing them.
And they think that they're doing, justice to the baby bite.
And I get the anger and that kind of stuff. So I can't remember how I said it last night because it was on it. I got to listen back to it. But I was saying, like, stop harassing this woman because you're giving her millions of dollars. I said, she has so much cash that she doesn't even know where to put it. Yeah. I was like, I mean, she does have a spare bedroom now that nobody's using. Fuck. It just came out, man.
Oh, man. He said,
yeah, and it just was like there was some people went, but there was like a lot of women in particular. That's just not funny. Like, and I goes, it is funny. Let's be honest, it is funny, but it's too far. Like it's just it's funny. It's too far to the point where it's like, all right, only that audience. When I go on stage, that's not my humor. But when you go on stage, like, that just reaches a certain select amount of people that are never together in one room. Right. And if that type of person gets together at a theater to watch those type of jokes, you could probably blow that theater up and do society a favor. Right. You know what I mean? Exactly. We got them all, guys. He came in for that dead baby jokes. All right. Exactly. Right, you're going to wipe out 100 fucking...
You're going to be that type of...
few thousand degenerates gone at once.
Oh, man. I can't believe you said that.
Yeah, and again, it just came out. When you do it on the fly like that. Yep. So,
and that's the one that's going viral.
Oh God, no, I haven't. I will put it up eventually. I might as well while it's topical.
Oh yeah.
But I gotta get it. I gotta get a tape. I'll put it up. I'll get a lot of hate. Like I got a lot. I got this. I got like. When I see something on Instagram or TikTok or something, and I make a funny comment on it, which I think is funny, I don't look at the person's page to see who they are. I just make my joke based on the information I have of the video. So I was on TikTok the other day, and this guy comes up, to a woman's house and she's got steps. Guy comes up and he puts the Grubhub down. He takes a picture of it. That's what they're supposed to do.
Right.
Then he grabs the food and he runs off with the food. And was, this is terrible, you know. Some people went after him because he was black and that kind of stuff. Not me. I took the high road. All I said was, well, that's why I'm not lazy and I go get my own food.
Right.
Ha ha ha. Lol. Right. And the woman wrote back and she's got like thousands upon thousands of views on it. So the woman just wrote back, well, I'm disabled. Right. So everybody jumped on the bandwagon,
Right.
And they were
say
like,
that you were going.
let's call, and they called some comedy club that they wanted to call some comedy club that I'm coming to soon.
Right.
And they go, let's call this ex-comedy club and get him banned from there.
Wow.
For this joke. And I was like, and I just, first of all, I just deleted it because I didn't, like, I'm done explaining myself.
Right, but I mean, the same argument could be, all right, well, if you said that they couldn't go out and get their own food, then it'd be like you trying to say that disabled people can't go out and get their own food. You know what I mean?
If I come back with the same angle, like, isn't that terrible? Poor disabled people who can't do shit for themselves.
Yeah.
All they have is Grubhub, and this guy wouldn't. What do you mean we can't do anything for ourselves?
Exactly.
And I was like, but I mean, to be like, yeah, if I had dived into her page, which I still didn't do, I don't know if she is disabled or not, right? I'm not saying she has to prove it to me, by the way.
Right.
I have to take it on her face value. But if I'm being honest, there was lots of steps going up to the door. So I don't think she's in one of the wheel ones.
Right.
Right. So I mean, like, listen, I don't know what to tell you, sweetheart. So I just thought it was easy if I just delete the comment, but it was just like all these people, like 27 comments of people attacking me. And I just thought it was funny. But it was just like, you know what? It's just that based on a joke, like you're willing to take away my mortgage payment that month over a fucking joke.
Over a joke. They don't care.
These
kids
people,
can eat
man,
or have Christmas.
I just feel like, they have such sad lives that they want to. It's just unbelievable that they do not understand. And I'm just saying you don't understand. It was let's even say if it wasn't a joke. Let's say if it was legit me as a normal person going, that's why I'm legit. Yeah. That's why I go get because I've never used Grubhub. Right. I've never used DoorDash ever. I don't fucking get it. I don't get the concept. Now, if you're home pregnant, if you're home sick, or if you're home, whatever the fuck is wrong with you, right? Then go ahead, use it. But like, if there's nothing wrong with you,
does Grubhub give a disability discount?
I don't know. I mean, they should because you use them all the time.
They should.
But you know what? It's like it's just even if I put that comment up, you still don't go, oh, how fucking dare you? Yeah. How dare you? It's my opinion. It's my opinion that you should go out and get it yourself. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't need a fucking team behind you to support your fucking fact that someone stole your fucking, you know, and it was junk food, by the way. So let's be honest, sweetheart. Let's be honest. If you really are kind of, you know, on the disability side, maybe you want to get some healthy options and try at least fucking help yourself on another end of it. Can't win with them, lads. You can't win with them.
Nope. You just can't.
Do you want to call it there? Or do you want to do something else? Yeah.
So you got.
I gotta go to bed. I gotta get up for 4 a.m.
That's right.
Leg day.
Leg day. I fucking hate leg day.
That's all right. We're a bunch of women. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. Check
like
us
and
out
subscribe
on,
below. YouTube, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts from. Make sure you follow him. Mick Thomas Comedy. I am Corey Brooks at I am Corey Brooks on Instagram.
At Mick Thomas Comedy. Check us out. We have reels going up every day on our page. Clips from old episodes, new
Share
episodes.
Comments.
Yeah, jump on there. Jump on the comment section. That's a lot of fun.
It is a lot of fun.
All right. Thanks so much, everybody. Good luck to you. Bye-bye.